Do you ever feel stuck trying to learn English? Like no matter how hard you try, you're not making progress fast enough? If you're a non-native speaker struggling to master the English language, this video is for you. I'm going to share proven strategies that'll help you not only learn but also master English, regardless of your current level. So let's dive right in. Let's start with the basics, understanding that learning English is a journey. Just like learning to ride a bike, it takes time, patience, and most importantly, consistency. But with the right roadmap, you'll get there faster than you think. First things first, immerse yourself in the language. The more you surround yourself with English, the more your brain gets used to it. Now, this doesn't mean moving to an English-speaking country. You can create your own immersion environment right where you are. Start watching English movies, listening to English music or podcasts. And here's the key. Don't worry about understanding every word. Focus on getting the general meaning. The goal is to get used to how the language sounds and feels. Next, let's talk about vocabulary. A lot of learners think they need to know every single word to be fluent. That's a myth. Focus on the most commonly used words. There's a rule called the 80-20 principle. 80% of the conversations you'll have in English will use just 20% of the vocabulary. So, mastering the basics will take you a long way. Flashcards, apps like Anki, or just jotting down new words you come across are great ways to expand your vocabulary. Now, speaking of words, let's get into pronunciation. This is where many non-native speakers get nervous. But here's a trick. Don't aim for perfection, aim for clarity. Mimic the way native speakers say words, but don't be too hard on yourself if you have an accent. Accents are a part of who you are. Focus on being understood, not on sounding exactly like a native speaker. There are plenty of online resources that can help with pronunciation, from YouTube tutorials to language apps with built-in voice recognition. Another key aspect is grammar. I know, grammar can feel boring or overwhelming, but instead of focusing on memorizing rules, pay attention to how native speakers use grammar naturally. Read books, articles, or even social media posts in English and notice how sentences are formed. Practice what you see. A helpful tool here is writing. Try journaling or even texting in English with a language partner. The more you write, the better you'll get at recognizing grammar patterns. One of the biggest obstacles learners face is confidence. It's easy to feel discouraged when you make mistakes, but remember, mistakes are part of the process. If you're not making mistakes, you're not learning. Find a community of learners or language partners who can practice with you in a non-judgmental way. There are language exchange apps where you can connect with native speakers who want to learn your language too. You help them, they help you. It's a win-win. And finally, let's talk about practice. There's a saying, practice makes perfect. But I like to say, practice makes progress. Consistency is the secret sauce. If you dedicate just 15 to 30 minutes a day to English, you'll see massive improvements over time. And don't stick to just one method of learning, mix it up. Some days you might practice speaking with a language partner. Other days, you might focus on reading, listening to podcasts, or writing. The more varied your practice, the more engaged you'll stay and the faster you'll learn. So to wrap things up, immerse yourself in the language, focus on learning essential vocabulary, practice your pronunciation for clarity, and embrace mistakes as part of the journey. Keep practicing regularly, and remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Learning English is a skill, and like any skill, the more you practice, the better you get. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to subscribe to my channel, InfuseSmart, where we dive deeper into more topics like this one. Let's continue this learning journey together. Thanks for watching.